Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. You're watching the VSO Gun Channel, and today you and I are going to prepare an exercise in dragging the mainstream media, the establishment press, and we'll call it what it is, big education. There's a story that's ripping through all of the news outlets today of this college student. His name is Constantine Demetriades, 21-year-old senior at Rollins College, and he has been arrested and kicked off of campus for the horrible crimes of being involved in the shooting sports. Specifically, what we're talking about is in his dorm room, which I don't know why a senior would be staying in a dorm room. That's neither here or there. But anyway, 21-year-old man possessing in his dorm room in a case a semi-automatic rifle, a couple magazines, and the real clincher. Are you ready for this? Deep breath. Let it out. 1,500 rounds of ammunition. If you think punch it into Google. All of the headlines are acting like that amount of ammunition is equivalent to him having the components to assemble some kind of like chem warfare agent or some kind of thermonuclear device hidden under his bed or something like that. And in reality, when you get past all the sensationalized bullshit that is being pushed out here about this story, you find out that this dude didn't know it was illegal to possess otherwise lawful property in the state of Florida, just because he's in the dorm room, and that he just likes to shoot. Take one look at this dude. That dude just likes to shoot. He does not have the look, so to speak. Today's video is brought to you by Excess Sights. Quite frankly, they are my go-to site. I've been using them for over a decade at this point in time. I gravitate towards their big dot site, but they have a whole bunch of different configurations out there that suit whatever need you have, whether it's a fiber optic, whether it's a tritium, doesn't matter. Race suppressor sights. They even make rails for lever guns. They make sight bases, shotguns, rifles, pistols, all of it. So I highly recommend that you go check them out, and I thank them for being a longtime supporter of the mission here at the VSO Gun Channel. So what I want to do with this video is a couple things. First, I want to signal boost this story. I want to make it insanely popular. I want it on everybody's lips. And to do that, I want you to tell a joke, either about the educational institution, the mainstream press. You can go ahead and go with Florida, I suppose. You could do that as well. I want this video really popular because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to scroll through the next couple pages of headlines. And I'm going to use that as an opportunity to document all the people who are talking trash out there for the purposes of getting this to one of our, shall we say, more belligerent gun groups out there, like Firearms Policy Coalition or NAGR or FRAC or Gun Owners of America. So what I'm going to do to drive this point home is 1,500 rounds, which is the thing that's so awful, okay? I just went down to my shop. This is a shot of 4 cases of subsonic 9mm ammo, each of which contains 1,000 rounds. Subsonic 9mm is a niche caliber that I shoot very little of every year. That is just one weight of subsonic 9mm. I have 3 different weights of just subsonic 9mm, let alone the 2 other loadings of 9mm that I have, which are 115 and 124. Here is 3 cases of 4.6 by 30, a super niche caliber that only has like 3 guns that I'm aware of in the entire world that are chambered in it. Each case contains 900 rounds of ammunition. I don't even own a gun chambered in 4.6. Going into the vault area, I have these, we'll call them catch buckets. They're really just, whatever receptacle was empty at the time that I use for containers of ammunition that are partially shot so that they don't get mixed back in with like a full case or something like that. Anything that's in the original case around here is assumed to be a full box of ammunition. But if I take a box out to the range and I don't shoot the whole box, well, it goes into one of those receptacles so that I pick that up first, shoot through that partially shot box, and then go into the fully loaded boxes to keep them all separate. I counted it. On just those couple calibers, there's more than 1,500 rounds on that table. 5 magazines, I think they said. Oh my gosh. Next to the vault, I have a Tupperware container that is strictly for magazines that are needing to be put back into circulation. Either they were used that day or they're partially loaded, something like that. They're in a status of unknown and need to be reloaded and put back into circulation. This is what that Rubbermaid tub looks like, or I think it's Tupperware. Maybe I don't forget the actual brand. Ballistic vests. They were talking about security vests. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. This is just in the main sitting room. And I also just so happen to have this ballistic plate. This is 3+, right? Just chilling. That isn't even downstairs in the actual main shop. I probably have 9 ballistic vests. My point in saying all this is all of these news organizations that are reporting these things this way are doing it to sensationalize it, to make it seem like this is a horrible person, like this is a person who had ill intent, that this is some kind of crazy outside the mainstream thing, and this is a little bit of shit. I'm going to tell you right now, and my comment section is going to confirm that this is a little bit of shit. What this is defamatory, and they're doing this to hurt this individual, to make it, to ruin their reputation, get them kicked out of school, derail their life because somebody did not follow their decrees on high, their social norms. These are baby numbers. I had more ammunition to my name when I was 7 years old. Again, they're doing this to derail this man's life, and they're doing it to make an example. This is a perfect vehicle right here for somebody like FPC to hop in and take a campus case all the way up. And I hope that they drag that institution and all of those news organizations right up there with them, and they grind them to dust under their printer. What say you in the comment section down below?